Hi, and welcome to today's video. What I will be covering is understanding Prince2 Agile, basically combining the best of Prince2 and Agile methodologies, which is a common occurrence within the environments today where they are trying to incorporate the traditional Prince2 with some of the key aspects of Agile. So I will be covering about 10 areas which have been incorporated from Agile into the Prince2 Agile, as it's called now. So let's go into a bit more detail. But in summary, Prince2 Agile is simply an extension of the old Prince2 project management methodology. However, now it combines more of a flexible and adaptability, which Agile practices have brought into the industry already, which is historic. So Prince2 has really made several incorporations to accommodate agile ways of working, and these are the 10 areas that I'm going to be covering. So firstly is it Prince2 Agile has introduced concepts and techniques from Agile, such as the Scrum, Kanban, Lean startups. And again, it emphasizes on iterative and incremental delivery, adaptive planning, and continuous feedback rather than having a rigid plan. Secondly, it's incorporated a few out of the agile roles and responsibilities, including the Scrum Master, product owner. Uh, but in this case, what Prince2 Agile defines it are two additional roles: is again the Scrum Master and an Agile coach to support the Agile team and facilitate Agile practices effectively, i.e., teaching the team how to do Agile, which is something a lot of people who have incorporated Prince have not done before. Thirdly is tailoring the framework. So here Prince2 Agile has recognized the need to tailor the Prince2 methodology to embrace Agile practice. It basically provides guidance on how to adopt the Prince2 processes, such processes, themes, the documentation to suit Agile projects. And it's trying to strike a balance between governance and agility. So it's not 100% agile, but it's not 100% Prince2. It's just trying to keep flexibility, but also put a degree of governance in. The next one is agile behaviors and mindset. So if any of you have done agile, you'll know that there's a different type of mindset to the Prince2, and it's really trying to encourage, and change the mindset so there's more collaboration, more empowerment, self-organizing rather than being told what to do. The push and pull. So rather than pushing and say do this, do that, you're pulling the activity. So the individuals are taking ownership of their work, etc. So there's less, in theory, to manage, and focus is more on delivering the value to the customer, which in my opinion, is really positive. Again, it's also incorporated agile planning techniques such as stories, backlog prioritization, and time boxing events. So it's short, sharp, and to the point. And again, to facilitate, all these things are there to facilitate adaptive planning and ensure flexibility in responding to changing requirements, which many project managers who have done this will find that there's constant changes that need to be incorporated. Number 6 is the incremental delivery, which is in traditional Prince2, it doesn't happen. It's more waterfall or the critical path method. But again, in the new Prince2 Agile, it's trying to be more incremental, deliver things in short bursts. Again, doing regular feedbacks, learning and adjusting the project objectives and priorities accordingly. A lot like Agile, but more with a little bit of structure of the Prince2 methodology there. Again, agile risk and change. So Agile Prince2 really provides a guidance on the agile risk and change management. And it acknowledges that the risk and change are inherent in agile projects, which is really good. And same risk and projects apply. It's just how they handle a little bit more efficiently. And it really encourages proactive risk identification rather than sitting on it. Let's find the risk head on. Let's tackle it. Head on. Let's find it quickly. Let's deal with it. Fast decision making, encouraging change as a valuable opportunity rather than saying change is unacceptable, which again is a real good thing. And then again, next one is number 8, which is the agile communication and collaboration. So as you know, if you've done agile, there's a lot more collaboration. Not sitting from afar, but getting more involved. And PRINCE2 Agile emphasizes effective communication and collaboration within the Agile teams and with stakeholders at a more regular, again, the morning stand-ups or whatever the stand-up meetings are. And visual management techniques such as the Kanban or Kanban boards, etc., to make it more transparent about what you're doing. Number 9 is the Agile product delivery. So PRINCE2 Agile focuses on delivering valuable products incrementally. So rather than trying to deliver a big project in one go, let's deliver, let's break it down to 100 smaller pieces. Let's get, and manage that. And that's one of the things it's trying to do. And, and again, prototyping, time boxing, and user feedback to ensure that they're continuously improving and meeting customer satisfaction so that the project adapts as and when required, rather than saying we must deliver this before we can do anything else. And that was traditionally the way it was done. And finally, continuous improvement. And in many of my other videos, you'll see continuous improvement is continuously there as part of Agile. And again, PRINCE2 is trying to incorporate that as a way of looking back, feeding, and traditionally it was called lessons learned, but continuous improvement has always been there. It's just not been used as much as it is in Agile. And again, it supports the organization from learning and being more agile in changing its methods, and capturing the lessons learned and sharing the information with other colleagues and being open about it rather than hiding it means that the team are more adaptable. Now, the above are, if you're trying to the areas I've covered, if you're trying to move into a PRINCE2, move away from PRINCE2 into more Agile, those are the 10 areas that you need to really consider. But these Agile practices and principles, really, Agile enables organizations to leverage the benefits of both PRINCE2 and Agile. And I think that is the way forward for many organizations, rather than using Agile traditionally for software. Take the best things out of Agile, take the best things out of Prince, and put them together. And to be honest, when I've seen it working, it works really well. But again, there are a few things you need to highlight on top of these 10. Is a cultural shift and is a different way of doing things. So those are other things which I'll cover in a bit more detail on my other videos. I hope that was helpful. These are the top 10 areas that you could really do with incorporating, if you wish to incorporate Agile within your project environment. And thank you for listening.